So this video is about how my wife and I beat COVID, what we did to get the upper hand. When we first started getting it, we had the same symptoms, sinus, running nose, sneezing. Then it'd get plugged up on one side, so what I did is I started doing nasal spray. It's a saline kind. It's this Simply Saline. I would spray that a bunch of times up my nose, and I would spray it back, let it kind of moisten that area, and you get a little bit of itching, and then it would stop. Then you blow it out, and then if you got, you still have some of that garbage in there, you do it again, and it helps get rid of all that crap, because you don't want it leaking back down your throat and getting your bronchial tubes, especially when you sleep. That's a bad thing to do, is because that's where you get the upper respiratory, is from snot and garbage coming down. That was number one. The second thing I would do is I would mouthwash with iodized salt, and also I would add Himalayan salt, just mix it up, with hotish warm water, and then gargle with it, and then swish it through my teeth, brush my teeth, swish it through it again. I always start by flossing, and then doing that, and then go through the whole routine. But my wife has a nebulizer because she has compromised lungs from her asthma, and she also ended up getting this stuff called I always do this right. It takes me a second to remember. Anyway, I'll come back to that. So she has a nebulizer, which is like it's like this little saline solution type stuff. It's basically salt is the base, basically, or something like that. And then you breathe it in, and it'll break up anything in your lungs, like all the snot and phlegm and stuff like that. It breaks all that up. And so I use that twice. Nothing. I think I coughed up a slight amount of stuff, but nothing in there, and on top of it, I did some deep breathing exercises. So what I do is I would take a deep breath in. I got this idea from Wim Hof, and I followed Wim Hof for a long time. I quit doing this stuff, but I'm actually getting back into it again. But anyway, you take a deep breath in, slowly, 6 seconds, hold for 1 second, and then blow out. And if you work out your lungs like that, you can blow it hard, or you can blow out, just release your lungs, let them go out. I blew out kind of hard because there was a famous wrestler a long time ago that used to do that for his lungs. So I do the combination of Wim Hof and him, back and forth. Anyway, the next thing is you can drink Egyptian licorice tea or green tea and sprinkle cayenne or cinnamon. I did both, and man, it really clears up, if you have a burning throat or anything like that, it clears it up. Oh yeah, I also added honey to it. Honey is another thing that I mixed up in the hot tea. So it's an excellent, excellent drink. So on top of it, I take some other supplements. I take ginger. I put ginger inside of my protein shake, which is a pea protein shake. But I put a little, like a quarter teaspoon, half teaspoon of ginger in there, And what's in there is peanut or pea protein, peanut butter, about 4 ounces of blueberries. And I eat this twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. I've been putting 1 gelatin pack in the morning, 1 at night. Sometimes I go with 2 in the morning and 2 at night. I put cranberries in there for my kidneys, and I eat a banana with it too. I also, as far as, oh yeah, I put cinnamon on there too, inside the protein shake. So it's not just in the tea, but it's in the protein shake too. And as far as the supplements go, I mean, pill form that I take oregano. You can put it on your food too if you want. 1 capsule full, like 2 times a day, is not too much as far as thinning your blood unless you're on medicine. You can thin your blood up, but it's really good for to help fight pneumonia. So I took that, you know, and it works excellent. Also turmeric, you can put that on meat, or even, you know, mix it in if you've got a strong enough protein shake, you know, where you can't taste it. I'm not a big fan of turmeric. I think it tastes like crap, but I still took a capsule because I don't like it on my food. I also take a supplement. I believe it's a South American tree bark. It's called Pau de Arco, P-A-U space D, and I believe apostrophe A-R-C-O. I was taking a vitamin and mineral supplement, omegas. I don't take a high amount of omegas because I have thin blood, so I don't really take it too often. Also, I take enzymes. It's an enzyme formula. It's got a whole bunch of enzymes for different foods. I take that. Amino acids. I take the complex, which is all of them that help. I think it's like 11 or 13. And then when you take them, they mix together and they produce like a whole ton more with your food anyway. Also, I stayed hydrated and I got more sleep than usual. And man, those things really helped me a lot. The other things that I did too for as far as diet went, because like I said, I ate one of those shakes in the morning and one at night before work and after work, and I would eat 4 eggs in the morning. I don't eat any eggs the rest of the day. On my scrambled eggs, I'd put cayenne, you know, just a couple sprinkles like that, you know, and I also put salt on it, like the same as what I use for mouthwash, which is the Himalayan and iodized salt. As far as the red meat goes, that's 90% of the time what I eat. I don't like chicken. I'll eat it, but I'm not a big chicken fan. I'm not a big turkey fan. I'm not a big ham fan. Not saying I don't eat bacon once in a while. I do, but I got away from it because it was hurting my throat, you know, because all the salt. I know you can get the salt or the non-salted type bacon. It's not as harsh for you. So I eat a lot of red meat, anywhere from about 60% of my diet is that, and then maybe 5% eggs now, and then 35% is plants. So, you know, low glycemic plants, so like blueberries and cranberries, any kind of berry is low glycemic. And the bananas I eat are they're ripe. They're not the non-ripe. See, the non-ripe are the ones that have they're medium high glycemic, but one that's already ripe is a low glycemic banana. But I eat the gelatin pack because the gelatin actually helps with muscle tissues, teeth, and you know, just different things in your body, you know, so it's really good for you. So you know, I take all of that. Basically everything on here is about making your immune system stronger. I've talked to people that have laughed about this stuff. You know, they ran and got a vaccine, and they ate terrible. They don't, you know, they're still hammering themselves away with liquor and, you know, cigarettes and you name it, and then they're telling me to get a vaccine because, you know, I'm silly. And you know, you can have a vaccine all you want, it's fine, but you should also keep your immune system up. The immune system is in a fight from the moment that you're conceived until you're dead. Your immune system is fighting everything, bacteria and viruses. So it would make sense that you would give your body what it needs, you know, to do this battle, right? So that's what it's all about. You know, you should also exercise. You can do the Wim Hof breathing exercises, but I recommend going for a walk, getting out in the sun, getting the vitamin D. But you know, as far as the vitamins and minerals go too, you want to take zinc and vitamin D, is what I've heard from tons and tons of people. You know, whether they got, you know, some people got the vaccine, they still do that. People that didn't get the vaccine still do that. I've heard, and I follow some doctors that say vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, etc. So I just say take all of them, you know. But like I said, stay hydrated. Don't drink so much that, you know, you're peeing every 30 minutes. You know, that's you're gonna get rid of all the good nutrients in your body. Yeah, go for a walk in the sun. You can do some cardio. You can do some, you know, get out there, do push-ups. If you don't want to weight lift, you know, do some HIIT training. HIIT training is high intensity interval training. Basically, you know, you walk for a minute, drop down, and you rest for 30 seconds, do push-ups, stand back up, walk, or wait 30 seconds and go do it again. If you do that every little bit, you're going to be, that's where you raise your heart rate up, and then it brings down, but it won't go back down to the resting. So it's kind of in the middle. It spikes, comes back down to the middle, spikes. When you do that, you're strengthening your heart. A lot of people are getting, I think it's called myocarditis, which is, you know, inflammation of the heart or the heart sac. I'm not really sure. I know people are getting a lot of that, whether they've gotten the vaccine or they don't get the vaccine. All over the world, people are getting that issue. So the thing is you're going to want to give yourself nutrients in order to get rid of, you know, any kind of inflammation in the body. Enzymes are really good for getting rid of inflammation. So that's why I say take a complex enzyme formula. But if you give yourself the good nutrients, it really will help you get, you know, your body strong enough to beat the virus, you know. So just remember all that, and if you have any questions, text me or, you know, send me a message, I mean, and we'll go from there. And good luck, and don't be afraid.